And ladies and gentlemen, the next keynote address will be delivered by Representative Zuhair Ahmed Kowshik of the UNEP Major Group for Children and Youth of the Asia Pacific, who is with us today online. So I'd like to call him. Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, well, thank you very much. Please begin your speech.
Thank you. Honorable Chair of this session, Honorable Ministers, your delegates, Major Group and stakeholders, I'm Zuhair Ahmed Kowshik from Bangladesh, speaking on behalf of the Children and Youth Major Group, the mandated youth constituency of UNEP. We congratulate the Republic of Korea and United Nations Environment Program Regional Office for Asia and Pacific for hosting this forum. We are pleased to share with you that in the lead up to this forum, we have hosted the first ever Asia Pacific Regional Youth Environment Forum from 1st to 3rd October 2021. The Youth Forum brought together youth groups across the sub-regions of Asia Pacific. I will hereby share some recommendations from the Youth Manifesto and our outcome document, which highlights the expectations and demands of the Asia Pacific youth. On the preparation of UNEP 5.2 and Stockholm Plus 50, we call upon the member states to ensure ambitious steps to achieve greener technology and innovation through research, especially in developing countries. We further call for the role of UNEP as the custodian of international environmental law must be strengthened both by UNEP at 50 and Stockholm Plus 50 processes. The progress made on the UN Decade on Ecosystem Restoration is valuable. We ask you to consider an overall ecosystem restoration reporting framework as an outcome of the Stockholm Plus 50. Request you to promote inclusivity and advocate for traditional knowledge as well as inculcating indigenous practices in UNEP at 50 and Stockholm Plus 50 processes. We request the UNEP Asia Pacific Office and member states to support funded participation of Asia Pacific youth to UNEA and Stockholm Plus 50. We also urge all the member states to include youth as part of the country delegation team. Regarding Stockholm Plus 50, we want to specifically share that the youth constituency has been working together with the host Sweden via establishment of the Stockholm Plus 50 Youth Task Force. Various activities are planned, among which the Asia Pacific Youth Leadership Dialogue took place during the Youth Forum last weekend. We invite member states and interested partners to support the Stockholm Plus 50 Youth Task Force. On ensuring meaningful youth engagement in Asia Pacific, youth participants of the forum will be further operationalizing the Asia Pacific Working Group, also known as Asia Pacific Youth Environment Caucus of the Children and Youth Major Group, as an active youth constituency that will collaborate with UNEP Regional Office of Asia and Pacific, member states, and relevant regional actors. Over the coming months, we will work to strengthen youth representation in each sub-region in the spirit of leaving no one behind. On upholding the youth engagements in the high-level dialogues and negotiations, we call upon sub-regional commissions and coordination bodies to ensure sub-regional youth representation in high-level negotiation, to engage grassroots communities, NGOs as the frontliner fighters. We recommend the new environmental conservation activities identified through youth activities be introduced into decision-making process and shared as good practices. On promoting climate literacy, green jobs, and youth entrepreneurship, we highlight the importance of facilitating youth with entrepreneurial skills and training. We urge member states to encourage funding for green jobs, new startups, or companies who are running their businesses for ensuring environmental sustainability. On the Asia Pacific Clean Air Partnership APCAP, only 16 countries have joined the partnership since 2015, and the countries with the most polluted cities are not still part of it. Thus, we call upon UNEP to urge member states to formally join the partnership and to scale up the youth engagement in APCAP. We offer our sincerest gratitude to the UNEP Regional Office for Asia and Pacific, and the host country, Republic of Korea, for supporting youth engagement in this process. Thank you so much for inviting youth from Asia Pacific to the Ministerial Forum and providing delegation and intervention opportunities. We will also be sending our inputs to the Global Youth Environment Assembly that will take place in Nairobi before UNEP 5.2 and at the subcommittee meetings in the lead up to that where the youth constituency regularly participates. And finally, I want to tell you, instead of finding environmental solutions for youth and children, capacitate them and let them find solutions for the planet. As the part of Asia Pacific Youth Empowerment Caucus, we are looking forward working with UNEP Regional Office of Asia Pacific and the member state in the region. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your insights and knowledge as well. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Chair Ban Ki-moon of the Global Green Growth Institute, who previously served as 8th UN Secretary General